Oh! I thought this was something else. Oh, never mind. This is a completely different scene than I anticipated. I was preparing myself for a much different voice, but okay. Hello there. You might remember her name. Or, well, you might not remember her name, but you might recognize her name. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. Situation steers my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me.
Hello there. May I help you?
Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she is being separate from the group itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, I can tell just by her sitting. Interesting. But even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Sorry for intruding, I was just kinda lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels like as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand.
Care to take a seat?
Oh god, no, I gotta have a better voice for you, wavy-haired girl.
Care to take a seat? Care to take a seat? Care to take a seat?
Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means that she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. Also, yeah, this is also supposed to be in Japanese. I forgot about that. All these games I'm playing are supposed to be in Japanese. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office.
I take it you're a new student to Yamaku?
Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before I realize the futility of my action.
I'm Lily Satao. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with the formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Hello, Lily. Good to see you. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand open... Oh my god, fucking words! A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to be using her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students have in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for her problems I've never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offer preparing the drink.
So?
Her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance.
Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. After school? What is this? What is accent? Accent? I think this is somewhat Scottish. I don't know.
The school library. She's a name... some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it has been stirred. It's being stirred.
I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in the class 3-3, no?
That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. I'm not going to try and give a small, school-girlish giggle, especially not ruining her voice. No, her voice should not be ruined.
He's quite the character. I imagine you've come to like him. Most do.
Wow. I am way smaller than her. Holy shit. Jesus! I mean, I know perspective, I'm like a little further behind than her, but... Jesus! You are tall! And, yeah. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person. Ugh. But this seems to be like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Hisao. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lily, please. There's no need to be so formal. Too formal.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third year classes.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students.
I see. You bastard. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself with a fox paw. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem at least in the least put off. I feel like slapping myself for the fox paws. I don't know how to say that word. Words? There's a little dash there. Does that mean words? I don't know. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it.
My. There's no need to change your speech on my account.
Sure, sorry. Because I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this would be... Oh my god. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with the conditions.
A category which would include her, it seems. While she's ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school I like to have lunch at.
I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. So who's this friend of yours that you bring here? Are they gonna show up, he or she? Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join?
The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs.
At a time where I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Good, that's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. Wow, we've been here for a while. Is the library closed at this point? As I look over to the window over her shoulder. Is this supposed to be... You can't see my fingers. That's why I can't really, motion this to be turned. Is this table supposed to be turned, 90 degrees? Is she supposed to be, against this wall, looking at with us looking over these windows? Because it says over her shoulder. But it's to our right, not over there. I mean, there might be a window over there, but we can see the glow just fine. Anyways, as I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice this light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, time's gone quickly.
Sorry?
Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. Just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come off as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time.
Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the... Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems to likely know in any case.
True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays.
A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. And yeah, it's probably only maybe 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock? When do classes end? Classes probably end at 2? No, it couldn't have ended at 2. Because we were at least playing Risk for maybe an hour or two. I don't know. I don't want to think about schedules and stuff. Hypothetically. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
Oh my god. Wow. We are really useless, aren't we, Hisao? Alright. I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing.
It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you.
This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great, thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped into the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, the Lily's looked much thinner and longer. His must be for sport, whereas Lily's is for navigation, of course. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. This music is really loud, by the way. Suddenly went to really loud. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walked through the hallway. Suddenly, no music at all. Alright. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. Wooden library counter. I don't know why I'm trying to base off what these are saying based off of these pictures, because clearly they're not the same thing. It is a dwarfed my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Oh, this girl.
Yuko, are you here?
She says it to the thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Ouch. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Ah!
The Origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention.
Hi, Lily. How can I help you?
Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and while I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me.
She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, and was frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could have been in any way convenienced by bashing her head on the counter.
Yes, worse things have happened.
The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. Then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit a library perfectly.
Ah, Lily, did you get my message?
Huh? Do you mean like a voicemail? Because I don't see any other message she could have gotten.
Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived. Oh, right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but...
Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does.
Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check a book? Return one. I'm sorry.
The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling.
He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian.
Pleased to meet you.
Hisao, right. Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao.
For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget.
Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library?
Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror.
Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility.
How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get, but her objection is so sincere I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are.
But...
So there are a lot of books in Braille here. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to Not exactly relaxed, but at least looks slightly less tense.
Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio.
Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place?
Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to go and organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job.
Wow, you're, hey, I just want to look for the light novels. I don't, not that I don't care. It's okay, Yuko. It's okay. A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. I'll go check out the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you.
Right. Let's explore. Let's explore. My first impression was right. Library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking with me as if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. Guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. Normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but that's what it is, a library. As if the calm mood from the room I had with the tea It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lillian stuck with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd students sitting at a desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. Except for... As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. Hi there. It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I pegged her as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. No, Hisao, don't do it! I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. It was the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face. At least a third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. Please don't bring that up, Hisao. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked, and divert my eyes into the book in her hands, before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her for. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't remember. Hi, I'm new here. Hisao Nakai, we're in the same class. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
It's okay.
Girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay for me or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little.
Okay.
I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Sort of, it's kind of down there. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. I have. I think I read it once. I did watch the movie once. I think I've read it before. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying.
No. Wait, are you in the same class?
Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible, even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong.
Hanako. I'm Hanako.
I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name. Just have something to say, but really it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed out about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little, and sighs a little sigh of relief. You seem worried. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. Why, Hisao? Why? After a while, I realize that she's doing the same thing and only pretending to be immersed in a life of pie. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. Welp! She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath.
I?
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
I gotta go do something.
Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs toward the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catching me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice the girl run past here?
Maybe. What'd she look like?
Long, dark hair, kind of shy. She had, some scars on her face.
You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and I tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try to find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time.
Right. I'll see you later then. Fuck, what'd I do? What'd you do, Hisao? Why'd you do it? Why? Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. God damn it, Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, what did you do?
Nothing! I was just looking for some books, and then she got this fit and ran off. That's not all that happened, Hisao. Please don't lie to nice little Yuko. The most offending thing I can think of is that I might have looked at her general direction a few times.
Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around here. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people.
Isn't that a bit strange?
I wonder. It's just how she is, I think.
Yuka doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, don't ignore it. You can acknowledge it, but don't, get startled over it. Like, oh my god, look at that fucking elephant. Look at how fucking huge it is. Let's all look at it and be scared of it. No, you just be like, oh, hey, there's an elephant there. Cool. You know, whatever. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resist it.
I think it's only an elephant, only if you feel that way.
I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. Makes me smile, and she blushes heavily.
What? Did that sound stupid?
No. It sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People have papers on their desk really like doing that.
Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do that. I hope it's not too convenient for you.
Oh, yeah, I want some books, so I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter.
Wow, you read a lot, don't you?
And I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else.
I see.
But she doesn't say anything else, and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind me startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock.
Who is it? Who is it?
I turn around to see who is talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. it's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously.
Who is me? I'm the only one called me. You some new guy again?
His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, we've met before, yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember someone who I only met yesterday. When was that? What day is it today?
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Prove that we've met before.
You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear.
How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, and you're telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy.
He pauses.
A psychic spy.
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room. Although it's hard to believe he could see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you!
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies! If you think you can pass this foul because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance. But who do you think they're kidding?
I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rubbed my eyes and let out a heavy sigh.
Stay there.
Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically. Although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did.
Oh, wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you.
Sighing again. And then once again, for good measure, I step backwards just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. God, Kenji. You. Go back to fucking Hogwarts. I can't get a proper touch on the other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or if it's because of them. I know I'm telling you this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you a psychic spy and all that, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
I cross my arms there for no reason. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
You see? That's how it is, this world. There's no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson. In this world, it's kill or be killed.
That's all I can see when you say that's how it is in this world. What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet.
A girl? A cute one.
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face? I guess it could go either way. What the fuck are you talking about, Hisao? I don't even know why I'm saving. I don't know why I'm saving. Because she was cute. Look, Hanako is adorable. Alright? Like, I don't know what else you want to say. Yeah, cute, I guess.
I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disappointing amount. I believe that is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yes! Dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is slightly, but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40, at least.
He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Oh, what's over there? I don't know. Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad. But that's a full 20%! One would think that a school with such a high pool of women would be a man's dream. But no! What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not.